Hello, everyone. My name is Amaya, and I'm going to be talking about job satisfaction, the things that contribute to job satisfaction, and what leadership can do to improve job satisfaction within a workplace and an organization. So, to begin, we can just talk about what job satisfaction is, just the definition of job satisfaction. So, according to the book, job satisfaction is defined as a pleasurable emotional state resulting from appraisal of one's job or job experiences. Simply put, it represents how a person feels and thinks about their job. So with job satisfaction, there are things that can correlate to job satisfaction. The first one being emotions. Our job satisfaction is directly correlated with our emotions. One who may have a high sense of job satisfaction, they will have positive emotions, and then vice versa, a negative experience or a negative workplace can result in dissatisfaction and negative emotions. So, if someone has a high sense of job satisfaction, they're more likely to put their effort into the task. They're more likely to just talk well about the job and feel good about the job that they are in. On the other hand, when someone feels negative about their job, more likely to have emotions such as anger, stress, possibly even sadness. They may complain about the job. They may not put their full effort into the job. Next, we have behavior. So, counterproductive behavior and job satisfaction do correlate. A positive or one with the positive job satisfaction, they may be less likely to engage in fewer intentionally destructive actions that could harm their workplace. And then lastly, we have life satisfaction. So, job satisfaction can be correlated to life satisfaction. It is easy to try to, or even just create an identity that correlates with our job. Some of us spend a lot of time at our job, 20 to 40 hours a week, or even more. So it's easy just to kind of create that identity with the job. So research has proven that employees feel good about their life when they have positive emotions, feelings about their work. So there are some things that do actually contribute to job satisfaction. Some employees have more job satisfaction than others due to a number of factors. One of those things being values. Values are those things that we consciously or subconsciously seek to attain from our jobs. Some of these values include secure salary, good supervisor or supervisory relations, responsible coworkers, a sense of achievement, safety, and much more. If these values are not met, it is likely that there will be less productive behavior. And people are also more likely to leave their jobs when they feel like um, that they don't connect or that they don't feel value in the job. Um, so, yeah. Oops. Okay. So, as far as job satisfaction, there are five main facets that contribute to job satisfaction. Just going down the list, those things are pay satisfaction, promotion satisfaction, coworker satisfaction, satisfaction with the work itself, and supervisor satisfaction. So here, as you can see, we start off with the first one, which is pay satisfaction. That refers to how employees feel about their pay, including whether it's as much as they deserve and how secure they may feel with their pay. So low pay results can result in complaining, low effort, and possibly quitting, which also kind of contributes to that behavior and emotion side of job satisfaction. Um, Even just from my personal experience, I've seen people complain about the pay that they get compared to the work that they may feel that they do, or even the work that they actually do. Um, when one feels like the pay is not what they deserve, they tend to look for other jobs. They may call into work. Um, they may just not put in the effort. They may do the bare minimum just to get by because they feel that they're not paid enough. Next, we have promotion satisfaction, and this refers to employees' feelings about the company's promotion policies, including whether promotions are frequent, fair, and based on ability. Some employees do like promotions because of the higher pay. It can create some opportunity for personal growth, and then they also like the prestige that comes with that as well. But on the other hand, others do not like promotion due to the increased work hours that may occur, and even the possible additional responsibilities they may bring. Some might just be satisfied with just where they are. They don't really want to move up because they don't want to commit more to the job. Next, we have coworker satisfaction. Coworker satisfaction refers to how employees feel about their fellow employees, including whether the coworkers are smart, responsible, helpful, and fun. Um, Good coworkers can help perform tasks, which can make one have a higher sense of job satisfaction. A pleasant team also can increase one's job satisfaction. I know from experience it can be hard working with people who you feel like don't do their job. Um, on the other hand, it can be great going into work knowing that you're working with someone who can do their job or someone that you don't have to kind of monitor, so to speak. There is also satisfaction with the work itself. That is another thing that contributes to job satisfaction. So, satisfaction with the work itself shows an employee's feelings about their actual work task. This is important for the employee to have a sense of satisfaction with the work itself. If employees are not satisfied with the work itself, they may not have a high sense of job satisfaction. This kind of correlates once again to the emotions and behavior aspect of job satisfaction. I feel like this is pretty simple. If you don't like the work, you're not going to have a high sense of job satisfaction. Um, yeah, I just feel like that's pretty simple, pretty obvious. So, yeah. Lastly, we have supervisor satisfaction. This refers to how an employee feels about their boss, including whether the boss is polite and a good communicator and competent. Employees seek to see if their boss can contribute things that they value and if the boss is likable. It is important for leadership to create a work environment that brings forth job satisfaction. Um, Based off just life, people may quit their jobs based off the manager. If they feel like the manager doesn't treat them right, doesn't treat them fair, maybe schedules them too much or too little, just conflict with a manager, a boss, a supervisor, any type of leader can make one want to leave the job. And then vice versa, great leadership can make one stay longer at a job. Well, it's possible that one may stay longer at a job due to the leadership, as well as other factors. So now we can get into what leadership can do to improve job satisfaction. So, the first one, which is the most effective, is transformational leadership. So, this is where leaders inspire followers to commit to a shared vision that provides meaning to their work. Um, so basically, leading off of inspiration and motivation. When people feel like their job kind of connects to their values, they may be more likely to do the job, to recognize the importance of an outcome. So leaders can help employees recognize the importance of an outcome um, and increase their confidence in achieving the outcome. It is likely that a leader member exchange relationship will be fostered and it will be high quality when one operates out of transformational leadership. There also can be mutual respect and obligation that comes with performing out of a transformational leadership. Next, another thing that leaders can do to improve job satisfaction is simply just ask the employees. Just get right to the source. Employees are what kind of run an organization. Yes, leaders do, but those who are beneath kind of help also run an organization. So leaders can ask their employees to share any feedback that they may have about the job. They can do this through meetings, employee surveys, and even anonymous surveys. By doing so, leaders can find out how satisfied employees are on the job, which can improve the quality of the company. And then they can also make those appropriate changes that will ultimately or possibly create job satisfaction within an employee or employees. Another thing that leaders can do is prioritize the well-being of their employees. It can be hard for an employee to feel satisfied at work when there are things going on in their private life. Um, For example, 60% of organizations haven't made any changes to their family friendly or wellness benefits in the past year, despite the fact that they are relatively low. It's a low cost to implement these things, and they can receive a lot of enthusiasm from employees. They can offer things such as childcare, elder care, and even mental health days. By implementing these things, employees can feel valued. They may feel less stress. For example, if someone's taking care of their mother or their grandparents, by offering elder care, or even if they take care of a child, offering childcare, things like that can help someone a lot. If they may not have the money to do those things, or they may not have the resources, a job can implement those things. Um, which can ultimately help someone improve their job satisfaction. Depending on the situation, whether the organization makes the person pay or whether it's deducted from their pay, things like that. That's getting a little bit more into detail, but on the surface level, this can help someone improve their job satisfaction. So, in conclusion, when employees feel a sense of satisfaction, they are less likely to practice counterproductive behaviors and destructive actions that can harm the workplace. With positive feelings about pay, coworkers and emotion are with positive feelings about pay, coworkers and emotions, employees are more apt to thrive. Leaders who exhibit transformational leadership can motivate and inspire employees to work towards a goal that brings them value. Leaders should also listen to their employees and provide benefits that can reduce stress. And as a result, employees will be or can be an asset to the organization or while feeling heard. Excuse me. And then a combination of these things can result in a successful, safe, and satisfied employee. So that is all of my presentation. Thank you.